Get free tech advice for your business from O2 Gurus. Search O2 Business for more. Hey guys, welcome to BTech. It's Basil here comparing the Z5 Compact against the Z3 Compact. Both from Sony, both small, both pack the power of a flagship in a small form factor. 4.6-inch 720p displays across both devices. But they're also very different as well. First off, design. You can see the Sony Xperia Z5 Compact has adopted much flatter sides. It's less bulbous. It's more like a kind of Duplo block, but it looks fun. It looks vibrant. The yellow I really like. It's also available in coral, white, and black. As for the Z3 Compact, available in green, mandarin, black and white as well. Its rubberized sides meant it had some decent grip, but actually in hand, the flat sides of the Z5 Compact make it a little bit more comfortable to hold, in all truth. Wouldn't have expected it, but that's how it is. You can also see the rubberized sides make it feel pretty young, fun, but so too does the bright colors. When it comes in white and black though, this can have real potential to look that little bit more demure. Side by side, they pack a very similar surface area, similar levels of thickness, though I do think that the Xperia Z5 Compact is a tad thicker, and it's probably down to the new camera module in here, which I'll come on to in a short while. You can see all the key button configurations are similar. Power button, volume rocker, and two-stage camera button on the right-hand side. You've got a lanyard connector at the base, so the Z5 Compact has an exposed micro USB connector, and they also take micro SD cards for expandability and have SIM slots too, suffice to say. One thing of note is there's no magnetic dock connector on the Z5 Compact because of that exposed USB connector. Up at the top, 3.5mm headphone jacks, and flip side of both devices, cameras. 20.7 megapixel camera versus a 23 megapixel camera, NFC contact points on both. Taking a look inside, you can see a couple of other changes that Sony's implemented. Swap them around, so the Z5 Compact's on that side now. The applications tray, doesn't have the menu to the left-hand side like it did on the Z3 Compact. Most of the other things are very similar though. You have a range of home screens, you can control elements with a long press, so you can control themes, wallpapers, your applications and your widgets, which you can choose to populate your home screens. Pull down from the top, it's a two-stage pull down for the Z5 Compact, so it's a much more stock Android experience, as opposed to this kind of quick toggle notification side by side you've got going on the Z3 Compact. Generally though, like I said, very comparable. Also comparable in the screen departments too. 4.6 inches, 720p, exactly the same pixel density, exactly the same resolution, same technology, IPS. We really need to get them on indoor conditions, more test conditions, before I can say which is better and which is worse. But they do look like they're doing a very similar job. So if you are thinking of upgrading from a Z3 Compact but want a better screen, you might not get it. But if you're happy with your screen experience, which to be honest at 4.6 inches, I probably would be, this looks like a worthwhile upgrade in a lot of areas. The first one has got to be that camera. Like I said, a new camera sensor, 23 megapixels, may not sound like a huge bump over 20.7 megapixels, but there's a new autofocus on board that enables focus in 0.3 seconds. So if I was to press a button, it takes a picture really nice and quickly. There's a new image stabilization at play here as well. It's taken a decent picture every single time I've used it today. And in addition, there's a new digital zoom, up to 5 times 5 times digital zoom that is almost lossless in terms of how it feels. I can tap through and it focuses super quickly, and you can see it's actually retained a really decent amount of detail in spite of the fact that digital zoom was in play right there. So quite impressed with what Sony's done. Looking forward to getting it in and testing it. The other area that the Z5 Compact really wins out, if it's anything like the Z5, is in terms of 4K. It's able to record 4K for in excess of 10 minutes. Massively impressive. Not just better than the Z3 Plus before it and the Z3 Compact, but better than any other smartphone that I've used or any other smartphone on the market currently. That's in spite of the fact you do still have a Snapdragon 810 processor inside here, which has had a little bit of a bad rap for overheating historically. Getting ahead of myself though. Other multimedia highlights include front-firing speakers on both devices, the ability to output high-res audio and digital noise cancellation as well with the right headphones. As far as those processors go, you've got a Snapdragon 801 versus a Snapdragon 810. So for gaming, the Z5 Compact may be that little bit better. 2 gig of RAM across both have 4G capabilities, so you will get faster 4G on the 810 chipset, up to Cat 6 here in the UK. If you're outside the UK, you could even get up to speeds of Cat 9 potentially. In addition to that, 2600 milliamp battery or thereabouts versus a 2700 milliamp battery. Ultimately, two really strong devices. I love how well the Sony Xperia Z3 Compact has aged. It still looks like loads of fun. Specs are still really competent, but this is better in virtually every respect. It's going to come down to you as to whether you prefer the design, but instantly I can say the camera is better given the side-by-sides I've taken quickly today, and in addition to that, obviously those better specs and the additional expandability up to 200 gig means that you can get all your media on here and record some awesome 4K footage for in excess of a few minutes, which is always good. Hopefully you enjoyed the quick comparison. If you did, click that thumbs up button. If you like BTech in general, subscribe. That's how you're going to stay on top of everything that we do. Thanks for watching BTech. Micro SD and a micro SIM slot. So this is going to be expandable by 200 gigabytes, which is mightily impressive. 32 gig onboard memory. 3.5mm headphone jack. This is going to also be compatible with a set of headphones that Sony is going to be releasing, which allows for both digital noise cancellation and high resolution audio, all at the same time. Around the back, it's a new camera sensor, 23 megapixels. What's really awesome about this is that it combines a new focus system with a range of other things to make it a